My next series of videos is a restoration project, which I thought would be really useful because a lot of domestic work is restoration. And I'm using this tool, which I thought it would be worth me talking about. It's a Bosch PMF 180E multi. And it's multi because there are different heads you can put on it. This is a sanding head, and you change it with this nut. And
what's the sanding?
Well, once you put this on there, and then you stick the sanding paper on, which is a Velcro hook and eye attachment, it's a sander. And this is fantastically useful, this blade. It's great for doing things like if you want to cut a hole out of maybe a skirting board or something, and you would just go straight in, maybe like that. And or I've used it in door frames as well. It's brilliant because you can really control it, or even in floorboards. You don't need a sort of to drill an access hole like you mostly do with a jigsaw. Anyway, that's a different tool. That's not what I use here. So I use it with this head. Because of this nut, you can actually swivel it. So let's say the angle you can get to is quite steep. You can do that. So it's very versatile, generally for restoration. If I could get it to locate, there we are. I just have it centered, but it's quick and easy to change. Now this oscillates, and that means it does this action. So it doesn't spin, it just goes in a very small way. I'm exaggerating, it does that. And you can use it to cut through the lead, and it will go against the glass without breaking it. And I find it very useful for taking off old lead in a controlled way, because if you use blades to cut through lead, especially where there's solder, you have to use a lot of force, and it's very easy to slip. I'll show you now. And you get used to hearing a slightly rattly sound when it hits the glass. So now I'll do the other side. Now the only bit remaining that you haven't been able to access with this tool is the heart of the lead. But you'll find that will pull away very easily. So you can see you get a beautiful neat cut, and I don't have to use much force. Now the other thing I find it good for, so let's say I've taken away some old lead, I've repaired it, and I'm putting new lead on. You can't solder to old lead without cleaning up the surface. And again, you can brush it, but I find I very quickly wear through my steel brushes. And you can scrape it with knives. But you can also, let's say I'm going to have to solder to here, you can use it like this. And there you've got a beautiful clean patch of solder, which will take the new solder without any problems. So yeah, this is one of my favourite tools. And I would recommend it if you do much in the way of restoration work. With an old window, the lead, the putty that holds the window in is just brittle and dry, and you really shouldn't have too much problem getting the putty away from the window. I mean, really ought to be able to just almost flick out, really. So as you can see, there's a bit of damage, but otherwise it's not in too bad condition, which means this window will have been in a sheltered position. You will always find that the outside lead has degraded and will need replacing. You can see it's just lifting away. And like I mentioned before, keep your lead because you can sell it. Recycle it. Good for the planet, good for your pocket. So this type of glass, don't know if it shows in the camera, is called English muffle. Oh no, it's not, it's the hammer glass. Sorry, my bad, because I'm looking at it from the wrong side. So I have my box of samples and I can see what sort of match I can get, or I can take a sample of the glass down to the glass shop and match it in that way. But it shouldn't prove too much of a problem. So this is a small panel that goes along the top, but the client would like these two panels joined together. What he's planning is he wants to put them into a double glazed unit, which is a great idea because they're practically indestructible once they're in a double glazed unit. It's the weather that deteriorates windows, the wind and especially water. So once I've removed these two pieces of lead, I can put a joining piece of lead there. And because it's going into a double glazed unit, it doesn't need to be tied, because over this distance, without a double glazed unit, you'd need saddle bars to tie it and stop it bowing. But it should last very nicely once it's in a unit. I will clean up the lead, I'll clean up the glass, and I'll re-cement it. Obviously replace these and put outside lead on, and you can watch the whole process. Right, so now I will match my glass with my samples. Oh, that's heavy. Right. So I have arranged my samples by colour. You can arrange them by manufacturer, and I'll just go through them all. You can see there's all sorts of different textures. Let's see if I can find one the right finish.
I tried to take my. Sorry, I used. Sorry.
You see, that's the one I was thinking. It's not a perfect match, but you'll never get. Well, you do sometimes get a pretty good match, but I reckon that's the best match I'll get. So, yes, let me turn it that way. It's very dirty, this glass, but yeah, I'm happy with that. So I can ring ahead to Reading Stained Glass and check they've got it in stock, and then I will drive down because at the same time I've got to pick up my glass for my next job. So yeah. The outside edge of lead will always need replacing when you've removed a window from situ. It's the piece that will deteriorate most, and also when you're chipping away at the putty, it's likely to be damaged. And you can see here it just pulls away without any resistance. I'm using my multi-tool to take the surface off the solder joints. You can see they're covered in paint, and there is no way that I'd be able to solder to them if I didn't clean them up. I also use my lead pulls to remove the lead. but you get a really nice edge if you use the power tool. Here I'm just pulling the lead away from the edge of the glass so I can snip it with my lead snips. And I've used my grozers for that, and it just lets me open the lead up. It's very soft and it doesn't offer any resistance. The next thing to do by way of cleaning up the lead is to make sure that you have removed any old cement from inside the heart of the lead. So I'm using my lead cutting knife for this. It's got a nice point, and you can see it's just bringing the bits of old crumbly debris out, which will let me put the new glass in and get it home nicely.